The mother of 9-year-old Gabriel King, the autistic child murdered in January, is attempting to use the court to bar the police from accessing data on her phone as part of their murder investigation.
Very interesting, very interesting. I remember this case, and I remember that it did look away. Early in the year, it never looked right. Something never looked right about this at all. But so, let's just go back to what happened earlier in the year. We have some news. Our source is Reggae Vibes Radio. Yes, that's the source. From January that time. So read that what they have there.
So its preliminary reports indicate that the woman and her son were driving in their Audi motor car when she stopped at a section on the road. Two men approached the car and struck the woman in the face. The men then allegedly forced the woman out of the vehicle and drove off with her son inside.
And then it also states that police reports that the child's throat had been slit. Yeah, when they found the car, the child's throat had been slit. So from that time, early this year, that story wasn't looking that good, you know? So tell me, what sounds wrong with that story? Anything that strikes you as off in that story?
Well, definitely. The part that says the men then allegedly forced the woman out of the motor vehicle and drove off with her son inside. I don't know. That sounds kind of spooky.
Okay, 'cause I'm saying in Jamaica, when people steal cars, they don't steal the big luxury vehicles because, first of all, police can spot you easily driving such a vehicle, and then next, you don't really hear so much about those vehicles being scrapped for their parts, you know? The demand isn't that high. So, to steal an Audi, what could be the reason for stealing an Audi? In the middle of the day, I think, I'm not sure the time, but I know it was the day. Why would you steal an Audi? So that don't make no sense, first of all. And then now, they take you out of the vehicle and your child is in the vehicle now. And then after that, they find your vehicle and the child is dead. That child didn't pose any form of threat to anybody.
No.
Right? But that child's throat got cut, died in such a manner. Cutting of the throat. Yeah. So, what is the reason behind that? Because that alone now is some more question signs, because what could be the reason behind that? You know? So that story was sounding off from that time this year, from early this year, because of that. Anything else off with the story?
Boy, if I have a 9-year-old with him throat slash, that kind of personal still. That's what I always believe to see. Well, from any news I hear about throat slashes, always personal.
Okay.
But I don't believe that any men forced the woman out of the vehicle and drove off with her son. I don't believe that.
Why you don't believe that?
Because who steals an Audi? Who going to steal an Audi? Like, them can just shut it off. You see what I say? They have buttons that can just shut off the vehicle.
Yeah.
And then they can't use it. You see what I say? So why would you steal an Audi? That don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then even if it's ransom, they want little boy to do ransom, why slash him through? It don't make sense. Nothing about it makes sense.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when something doesn't make any sense, you have to go to the spiritual side of it, because a lot of things are being done spiritually that to the average man doesn't make any sense, but to those who know makes a lot of sense. But anyway, before I reach there, let's talk about what's happening now with this case in November now with this case.
Yeah, so this saying that and this is from Nationwide Radio. The mother of the boy is attempting to use a court to bar the police from accessing data on her phone as part of their murder investigation. It also states that head of St. James Police, Senior Superintendent Vernon Ellis, says the police has been seeking access to the phone since it was entered into evidence in January.
Yeah. All the way at January. And can't get into this mother phone. Anything more?
Yes, it also says that he says a court granted the police a production order to compel the mother to give access to the cellular phone, but King's mother has secured an injunction. So, how would that sound to you?
Alright. With this now, first of all, I'll tell you right up, it don't sound good at all. But people are going to come with the argument that she might have pictures in there, videos in there that she doesn't want the police to get a hold of or whatever. But if you are willing to not even have your son's case be investigated because of something in your phone, that sounds like he's a criminal. That sounds like say you do something illegal then if whatever else in your phone's a hot. So if you're not a criminal, then give the police more information into what happened that day so we can see when you allegedly got hit in the face and you left the vehicle. Who did you call since you had your cell phone on you?
Yeah.
Who did you call? What time did you make that call? Who called you back? What time did that call come in? Who did you call before you drove out? You know?
Yeah.
Who were you speaking to up to the time when you drove out? All these things would I really love to know.
Yeah.
Anything? So how you feel about that? Where she trying to block it them from going in their phone?
Well, dealing with the spiritual, I strongly believe that them sacrifice little boy. That's what I believe. And I believe that.
Alright, I believe that, yeah.
Alright, from what I see in here, there is also a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is also a photo of the parents. And, well, it's obviously people who have money. From what I'm seeing here, you know? So...
Because I think that was a brand new Audi. Back in January, I was reading other articles and I think they mentioned the year of the Audi at that time was a brand new Audi. So, clearly money not lacking right here.
No, and these don't look like poor people. So, from the spiritual perspective, people who are in power are the elite. For them to stay in power or keep getting what they want, they need to make sacrifices. And a blood sacrifice is always required. So I strongly believe that them sacrifices to the boy because slit throat and the rest of the story not adding up. And then she hiding possible evidence. And this is your child. Why would you be hiding evidence? That don't make any sense to me at all. Because you're supposed to be a concerned mother enough to want to solve your son's murder case, not withheld information that could possibly help. Or maybe, just maybe, she's a problem.
But some people would say maybe they have like an insurance policy out on the child. You know, I never heard of an insurance policy out on a child like that yet. Normally, insurance is out on elderly people or somebody who is sick. You know, somebody even over 20 years old, young adult going up, you know. But a toddler, I mean, not really toddler, but 9 years old with insurance policy. So I'm not sure how that one would work out. But other than that, it could be that it is some form of sacrifice, because first of all, in that whole satanic, demonic world, the innocent blood of a child is very is looked upon highly, you know.
Yes.
It's seen as a very great thing when they can get the innocent blood of a child to spill and sacrifice to them. And mainly probably because Jesus said, you know, that, you know, you should bring all the children to him. So for the little children to come unto me, you know, because of their faith, you know, you have to have faith like a child. Yeah, that type of faith. And so the children are very precious to Father God and you know, to his son. So demons really, you know, hate all of God's creation. So when you can get a blood sacrifice, that's a big thing. When you can kill a human, a blood sacrifice can be like a goat or something else, you know. But a human sacrifice, no, that's another step above that. And then a child sacrifice, that's a step above that also. So I believe that it was, for whatever means, whatever ritual, money ritual, for whatever, most likely all these things is for money. It all comes down to money, one way or the other. So that's what I strongly believe as well. Anything you want to add on? No? Okay, I think I'll leave it there also. But we'll be watching. We'll be seeing how this one turns out. Because maybe God is revealing things that were hidden.
Yeah.
Just like the Kevin Smith ordeal. God revealed a lot of things right there that people didn't know were going on. So maybe this is another one. We'll just have to wait and see.